Good morning, this is your media report for Monday, April 13, 2015. I'm Sergeant Lori McGee, Media Relations Officer for the St. John Police Force. From Friday morning, April 10th until today's date, police have responded to 287 calls for service. We would like to hear from anyone that has any information concerning any of our calls or investigations. We can be reached at 506-648-3333, at our email police@stjohn.ca, or you can do it anonymously through the Provincial Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-8477 or on their website at crimeandb.ca. On Friday morning at 9:48 a.m., police were called to a residence on Elliott Row regarding a break-and-enter that occurred sometime between midnight and 8:30 a.m. The caller operates a business from this location and reports that entry was gained through a window. A quantity of cash and personal items are reported missing. The incident remains under investigation. At 12:48 p.m., a 29-year-old male was arrested for fraud after police were called to the Superstore on Rossley Avenue for a male changing price tags on merchandise. He was released and will appear in court at a later date. At 6:17 p.m., a 34-year-old male was arrested for theft after police received a call to Sears for a shoplifter. He was released and will appear in court at a later date. At 11:54 p.m., police responded to Violet Street residence where they arrested a 16-year-old youth for threatening his grandmother. He was released to his father and placed on conditions. He will appear in youth court at a later date. At 12:37 a.m., police arrested a 20-year-old male at an Adelaide Street residence for violation of a court order, as well as for outstanding charges from the Fredericton Police Force. The accused was held in custody for a court appearance. At 2:11 a.m., a 31-year-old female was arrested for impaired driving after police conducted a motor vehicle stop on Water Street. She was later released and will appear in court at a later date. At 2:59 a.m., a 44-year-old male was arrested in the parking lot of the Lily Lake Pavilion for possession of marijuana after he was checked in his vehicle by police. He was released and will appear in court at a later date. On Saturday at 11:25 a.m., police received a call from a resident on Lochleman Road reporting damage to his property after a car drove up onto his lawn and damaged some property, after which the vehicle left the scene. Police later located the suspect vehicle and driver. A 25-year-old male was charged under the Motor Vehicle Act for leaving the scene of an accident. At 1:34 p.m., police responded to the KBM on the Westfield Road regarding a break-and-enter. Forced entry was gained through a rear door. A quantity of liquor was stolen, and the incident remains under investigation. At 10:19 p.m., police were called to the parking lot at 1 St. Patrick Street regarding a vehicle that had the passenger side window smashed out between the hours of 7:30 and 10 p.m. Nothing was reported missing. At 10:30 p.m., police responded to an apartment on Reading Crescent regarding a break-and-enter. Entry was gained through a window at the rear of the building. Computers and other electronic equipment were reported missing, and the incident remains under investigation. At 10:30 p.m., police were called to the Bolorama on Lancaster Avenue regarding a disturbance. A 25-year-old male was arrested for assaulting a female bartender. The accused was later released on conditions and will appear in court at a later date. At 12:30 a.m., police received a call from Brunswick Square Security reporting that a vehicle parked in the parkade had the driver's side window smashed in. They attempted to locate the owner, and it's unknown if anything is missing. At 1:12 a.m., police were called to Market Square regarding an assault. A 20-year-old female was arrested for assaulting security staff. She was later released on conditions and will appear in court at a later date. At 5:15 a.m., police received a call of a male passed out behind the wheel of his vehicle across from the Canterbury Street Lounge on Canterbury Street. A 40-year-old male showed signs of impairment and was subsequently arrested for impaired driving. He was later released and will appear in court at a later date. On Sunday at 2:30 p.m., a 30-year-old male was arrested for an outstanding file for violating a court order to have no contact with his girlfriend. He was held in custody for a court appearance. At 3 p.m., a 25-year-old male was arrested for shoplifting after police received a call from security at Sears McAllister Place. He was released and will appear in court at a later date. At 8:04 p.m., a 54-year-old male was arrested at his Broadway Avenue residence for threats after he called his wife's workplace threatening to cause harm to her or her co-workers. The accused was released on conditions and will appear in court at a later date. At 8:10 p.m., a 14-year-old youth was arrested for violation of conditions of her release after police were called to a Lansdowne Avenue residence. The youth was held in custody for a court appearance this morning. This will conclude the media report for Monday, April the 13th. Have a great day and be safe.